stats. Committed all the dust. Put that foreign out the lot. Move the family to the docks. Put some diamonds in my watch. Ballin' like a big shot. Ballin' like a big shot.
You're the family, the first thing that comes to mind.
We noticed that you and the class guy share 3 cards. What did you notice about what cards the class guy is using?
The first thing I saw was in his lineup was he doesn't have Ben Simmons, which is kind of like a mismatch, and I expected for him to have that just to match it with me. I think that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
What's your favorite card in my team this year?
My favorite card is Larry Bird. He's my favorite small forward of all time, in my starting 5 all time.
After calling the timeout, Jomar inbounded.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting 5s have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there. Welcome to tonight's game. We got the New York Knicks facing off against the Hornets in Charlotte. Looking at the Hornets, they're coming in off a win in their last game against the Pacers. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. Shaq, you look at Bradley Beal, one of the more dangerous scorers in the league. Guys, where do you put him if you had to rank 2 guards? Shaq?
That's a tough list to crack at the top. I think we...
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know, with the Knicks, they still go out and compete every night. Unfortunately, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And right now, they're running out of time.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know that Kawhi Leonard has a reputation for expressionlessness on the court. Knicks coach Dave Fizdale said,
a little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much
set. They are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Isaac. Porzingis is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's Morris in at the point guard position. And for Charlotte, we've got Robin Lopez. Horford is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Harris in at the 2 guard. There's the pass to Beal. Drills the 3-pointer.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Ball. Here's Horford. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Morris passes to Beal. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. They get the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now here's Porzingis. A 26-point game for him in the win against Houston.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Harrell finds Isaac. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Ball. 4 on the clock.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Harrell will do whatever it takes to grab some of those buckets down low.
Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Al Horford. Averaging about 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Morris inside. He's covered by Ball. Beal from long range. Ball with the rebound.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Leonard the pass to Lopez. Shoots a fader. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Now, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Ball.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here is Harris. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Passes to Isaac. Harris against Beal. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Here's Harrell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70. So when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Here's Isaac. Hornets with the rebound.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Morris kicks to Porzingis. Morris against Ball. Morris dishes to Harrell. Out to Morris. Over Leonard. New York, no good that time either. Charlotte leading by 4. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Beal against Harris. Here's Porzingis. Count it.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot and his offensive game now.
Morris against Ball. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morris kicks to Isaac. Pass to Beal. Back to Isaac. Harrell, the pass to Beal. No good on the triple.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Morris. He picked up 15 points in their last one against the Rockets in Houston. Pass to Porzingis. Sweet little floater.
2 points.
Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you're going to pay for a situation where you give Porzingis that kind of room and maybe that much of a lane. Good job exploiting it.
Now here's Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against Indiana.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And it's good, 2 points. Porzingis has got 6.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Ball, and he knocks down the jumper. And the Hornets lead by 7.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Knicks. Davis comes in for Monte Morris. Now here is Davis. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Houston. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Here's Harrell. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 7-point differential. Brunson. That shot off. Great D that time from Harrell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Davis. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Holmes.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Thibault. Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Outside, Davis. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the rejection by Harrell.
Still Hornets ball.
And the Hornets making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Noel's checked in for New York. Here's Holmes. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
The pass to Davis. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Hayward. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
On the wing, Davis. He feeds it to Noel. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Brunson. Kicks it to Hayward. For three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Knicks trail by 10.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility. And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. Waiters gets a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And that one misses.
You know, problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs is consistency from the free throw line. Really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis.
Good on the second free throw. Charlotte leading by 6. Thompson with it. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Now, here's Holmes. Guarded closer. Clock at 4. Here's Waiters. That shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
In the corner, Holmes with it. A three. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. Oh, that's blocked, but he recovers it. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thibault, the pass to Brunson. Holmes with it. They get a hand on it, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
New York ball.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Beal from long range. He can't get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Charlotte leading by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from the place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships in Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And New York, looking at who they got. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Noel. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Davis at the 2-guard spot. Here's Brunson. Here's Hayward. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Davis against Hayward. Pass to Noel. Porzingis trying to get free. And it's Noel missing. And here we go with Waiters. Running it off the court. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot.
And Hayward, no good on that one. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half of the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. We want to talk about that league coming a long way.
What an impact.
Massive. Yes. And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Here's Bogdanovic following the score by Charlotte. Beal with it, now defended by Hayward. Beal can't get it to go.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
A different look for New York. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Porzingis, and Monte Morris subbed in for Beal. And so here is New York, trailing by 10. Morris passes to Noel. Now Isaac. And that one is hammered home.
And look how fluid Isaac moves. It's like watching a guard, terrific at penetrating and using those long strides to get to the rim.
Now here's Hayward. He had 22 points in the win against Indiana.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Now here's Davis. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Davis the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Bogdanovic, no luck.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Waiters for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Waiters got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
Let's face it, with this guy, it is bombs away every chance he gets. You got to get up on Waiters.
Noel finds Bogdanovic. Here's the floater. Bucket is good. Bogdanovic has got his first bucket in this one.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Morris against Ball. Kicks it to Waiters. Over Davis. They get it again. Here's Lopez, and the rejection by Noel. And here is Davis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he gets the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Noel, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
It's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Hayward. And Harris subbed in for Waiters. Harrell, he's checked in for New York. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here is Harris. Over Davis. Again, the Hornets score.
Harris is an efficient shooter, especially from the mid-range, where he can be money.
Knicks trail by 10. Morris kicks to Noel. Now the pass to Isaac. Now Harrell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Here's Morris. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Leonard attacking. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And now a 12-point Hornets lead.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
And it's Harrell at the elbow. Pass to Isaac. Lets it go with a three. New York, no good that time either.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Knicks trail by 12. Pass to Davis from the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Charlotte has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Horford the pass to Leonard. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Noel, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Right, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Now here's Leonard. 13 points in the game. Here's Ball. From outside, off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Morris against Ball. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And he makes both free throws. Hornets leading by 8. Pass to Horford. Back to Ball. Harris outside. And the Hornets miss again. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morris against Ball. Morris kicks to Davis. Clock at 6. Noel dishes to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you love to see that strong move, and he just took command. Defense way too late to stop that.
Morris against Ball. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Now, here's Noel. He kicks to Davis. Drains the three-pointer. Davis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
3 points.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the rejection by Harrell. Harris outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Well, Brent, not many can deny that Gary Harris is an absolute best on the defensive end.
Yeah, pretty relentless on that end of the floor. Defensively, he's rugged and tough, and he can cover a lot of ground with that lateral quickness.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Porzingis is coming in for Nerlens Noel, and Beal subbed in for Davis. And so he hits both. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature. A moment here now to see the numbers for Gary Harris. How last month turned out for him, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Here's Feibel. From past the arc. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Harris. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Morris looking over the floor. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Leonard, no luck. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Morris outside. And the pass to Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmes. Now here's Brunson. Covered by Morris.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
The Hornets have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Bogdanovich is checked in. Leonard hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Morris has got the ball here for New York. It's a 5-point game. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Kicks it to Harrell. Outside Bogdanovich. Passes it to Beal. Fires for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Leonard. Pass to Holmes. Porzingis with the block. Morris outside. It's Beal on the wing. This one for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny just. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
Chad, what did you think about New York? And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Yeah, we gon' get it till it's hard to show. Now we drop it, run it down. Now we got it, bump it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets, we've got Lonzo Ball. Holford is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Harris in at the 2. Morris outside. Harrell finds Beal. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They get it back. Floats it up there for Harrell.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Ball against Morris. Harris outside. The Hornets rebound. The shot, no good.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
The horn on the unicorn is sharp tonight.
Ball against Morris. Ball kicks to Leonard. Porzingis with the block.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Isaac with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And the wide open shot from Morris. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Hornets trail by 3. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Morris passes to Harrell. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Harrell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harrell's got the lead up to 3 now for New York.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Horford kicks to Leonard. Porzingis with the block. And a fast break now for New York. And it's Beal in the corner. No good with the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The shot's good.
Gotta love how Gary Harris shows some flair on that one. That's a sign of confidence, and he impresses you with that move.
Ball against Morris. Pass to Beal. Over Harris. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Morris. 10 points for Bradley Beal.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Ball, the pass to Lopez. Over Morris. Lopez, no luck. New York leading by 3. To the middle, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Waiters is checked in for Harris. Davis. And a switcher also for New York. Davis is checked in for Morris. Leonard, that's for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got 19 points.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Porzingis with the ball. 18 points for him. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Charlotte ball.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? Well, you look at Leonard. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Jonathan Isaac.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' game. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
These are the 18-wheelers right here. Bigger and tougher. They are fearless when it comes to crashing the boards. And I'll tell you what, it really lightens the load on your bigs when you've got 2 rebounders like these guys at the small forward.
The Hornets have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
2.
The first free throw is good.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Noel's checked in for New York. Leonard hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Isaac finds Porzingis, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The pass to Horford for the tie. Offensive rebound, and that one's good by Lopez.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Beal against Horford. Beal can't get it to go.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island, where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it, or it's completely deserted, and there's no point in going.
Here's Ball. That three off the mark. New York trailing. Beal taking his time here. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Horford dishes the ball. Beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's good.
2 points.
Isaac's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Ball kicks to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Horford. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with. He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And the Hornets call time here. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Isaac.
And looking at some numbers for Gordon Hayward, how last month turned out for him, averaging about 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Brunson finds Hayward. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Brunson tips it, and it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got his 2nd bucket.
Al Horford still brings such a great, consistent effort every night there with the second chance opportunity.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. The Knicks making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
Kristaps Porzingis. Shooting 1.
The free throw off from Porzingis.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
New York with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Right side Beal, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
Bogdanovich finds Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Thibault. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Now here's Brunson, covered by Morris. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Thibault. And the rejection by Noel.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Leonard.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Hornets trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Hayward. Porzingis with the block. Hayward against Bogdanovich. He trains the quick shot.
2 points.
Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Holmes. Out to the wing. To end the run. Horford trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Thibault. Thibault's got his second basket of the night.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Deal with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford.
At the line for the Knicks.
The first one falls. Charlotte making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Harrell's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal. A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. Brunson the pass to Holmes. The dish to Hayward. Pass to Brunson. Charlotte moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thibault. It's rebounded by New York. Bogdanovich has got his 6th rebound on the night. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker. And that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Hornets. And he sinks the second. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Hayward outside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Beal. Makes it off the glass.
2 points.
Beal's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Brunson the pass to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard sometimes all you can do is foul him.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Leonard hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Beal against Harris. And here is Beal. 19 points in the game. On the wing, Morris. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so it's the New York Knicks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And it's Harrell missing. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Trailing by 17. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Harris. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 21.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Beal. Morris outside and finished off by Beal.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Brunson the pass to Hayward. The tray. Beal pulls it in.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
On the wing, Morris. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And a missed layup. Bogdanovich against Leonard. Passes it to Brunson. Tries to save it. A three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Beal. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brunson scanning the floor. And Leonard gets it to go.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Morris finds Harrell. Now here's Beal. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Lopez comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Ball subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ball against Morris. A three from Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Pass to Harrell. That one misses. Hornets trail by 15. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Bogdanovich against Ball. Right side, Leonard. Shoots from 12, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Morris with the bucket. 2 points. And the Knicks lead by 17.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Ball against Morris. Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul it.
Porzingis is checked in for the Knicks. Lopez hits them both.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
Pass to Porzingis. Beal with it. Six on the shot clock. Porzingis kicks to Beal. Over Harris. No good on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Ball finds Leonard. Now Lopez. Harris looking it over. Ball's knocked loose. Isaac with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. But he stays with it. Good D by Lopez. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 15-point game.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Leonard against Beal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Beal's got 11 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. New York called for the foul. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That's good from Ball.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
And the Hornets making a change here. Horford's checked in. And he can't hit the second. New York leading by 16. A 15-footer. Beal can't get it to go.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
On the wing, Morris. High, arcing shot. That shot is off. Late tee that time from Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and there's the pass to Ball. For the three, it's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Morris outside. Porzingis trying to get free. Morris, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
And the defender was slow reacting, didn't fully account for Kawhi's quickness.
Going to the line.
Slow played him and gets to the free throw line.
Kawhi Leonard.
That free throw good from Leonard.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Leonard hits them both. Now, here is Morris. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
He's so quick off his feet. Montrezl Harrell with a nice rejection.
Morris against Leonard. Morris into the lane. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Here's Ball. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Beal shooting. It's on Gary Harris.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Ball with it. Pass to Harris from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Outstanding look from the perimeter from Gary Harris. When he gets space to shoot from there, he has no problems with it.
Harrell with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Harrell the pass to Morris. Some solid defense from Harris. Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Horford. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Left side, Beal. Pass to Harrell. Plays it up and banks it in.
Timeout.
Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact, Kevin.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
The Hornets shooting 40% in the fourth. Ball, the pass to Horford. Leonard attacking. No good. Shot missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Morris outside. Here's Porzingis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets, trailing by 19. Now the pass to Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Ball. Leonard draws the double. Passes the Ball. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. The Knicks leading by 19. Outside, Beal. Softly drops in the floater. Beal's got 37.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Horford dishes to Leonard. And it's sent back by Isaac.
By Robin Lopez.
Here's Morris. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Hornets trail by 21. Here's Ball. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously, and I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
So both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Hornets now.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous two games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Temple gets the bucket.
Temple, 2 points.
So it's the Knicks now. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Korkmaz. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. All the housewives pulling up. I got a lot of toys. 720S pumping Fallout Boy. You was talking in the beginning. Back when I was feeling unforgiving. I know see me winning. See the igloo in my mouth and I be grinning. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like. Get my lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma will probably know me. Get my lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. I got big racks. We gon' pull up in the Cullinan and Double G. I keep a ticket on me, ain't nothing to me. I'm draped down in Givenchy. I just put blue guts in the Rari. Rich, only intersection, I'm sorry. Bust down, watch your shades by Bagari. I spent 100,000 on my necklace check. Real street from the set and check. I was in the projects, now I'm on the jet. I ain't even tryna talk.